Well, hey y'all! How's everybody doing? Well, I am going to be updating you on some information on planners. Yes, planners. And I am going to get out from last year and I think the year before. Yeah, I think it's actually, let's see. I have had a relationship with Erin Condren Day planners. I had a Kiki K, and before that I always used Franklin Day Planner. I just realized something else I ought to show y'all. Just some little collection type things. Okay. So I once again this year bought an Erin Condren life planner. Is what they're actually called. And I thought about doing another planner. And it was thinner. It had scriptures in it. And it had to zip around to catch stuff in. And I just keep coming back to the Erin Condren because I love the stickers. So I think a lot about planning has to do with being organized, of course, but also the artfulness, the craftiness of planning, which is stickers, decorations. Now, it doesn't always have to be stickers. And this little pouch, which I love this little pouch. It's, I guess, a little cosmetic pouch. I got it in the dollar section at Target like a year ago, 2 years ago, 2 years ago. And in here, I keep just all kinds of little washi tapes. And they're just all kinds of pretty little flowers or just, actually a lot of these are flowers. They're little spring ones, so I must have done this in the spring. And then this one just has little animals on it, all kinds of little animals. You can't see just because. And then sometimes I'll get like a solid, like a gold or a pink or something like that. This one I really love. These are little churches. I think that is so cute. I'm going to have to work it in. But little washies you can use for the bottom of the page, the top of the page. You can use them for, you know, right where, if you do the type of planners that have, what am I trying to say? The hole punches, the ring binder ones, then you can like put your washi right there, and then when you punch it, it just has a real pretty little look. So that's one thing that I've kept. I really like that pouch. I may have to empty that pouch out and use it for makeup. But anyway, another pouch I got, and I did get this at the dollar section, and it just fell apart. I would not recommend this. It's a coupon holder, and I'm holding this together with tape, y'all. Of course, it was in the dollar section. I mean, what do you expect? But instead of coupons, I've overstuffed it is why it's splitting. That, and I think it's just too brittle or something. It wasn't, I don't feel like it was taped. It was secured well on the ends. But anyway, sometimes you can use little coupon things like this if you just have a few little, you don't overstuff it. You can use coupon holders for little teeny stickers that you want to use that are just decorative pieces, just to give you an idea. There was just some stickers that I used. Sometimes I'll put these on envelopes when I mail to people, and they're just, some of them are childish. Like this one is, God gave us goldfish, but I just think that's kind of funny when you get something in the mail. You ought to send it to somebody who's accepting a bill. Wouldn't that just light them up and make them happy? But it's also just little tiny pieces like this. Sometimes it's filler stuff that you get with sets that you don't use it all up. Bria's talking. She says Happy New Year. So I got all kinds of little stuff like that in here, like for doctor appointments. I need to get these out. Doctor appointments. You know, you just write it in their little stethoscope. So that's really cute. So sometimes when I'm planning, I'll just pull out something like this and just kind of flip through it and look at it like I just did. And I pulled out the doctor appointment ones because I've got several to do for my daddy. Actually, I might use a different color because those are pink. I don't know. But anyway, so I've got some past planners. This is a much older one. This is from 2016. And actually before that, I had the last pages of where I guess I started in 15. Because this, yeah, it must be because I loved the pages so much. No, because this is an Erin Condren. Anyway, I love these pages so much because I love all these little glitters and stuff. Instead of throw them away, especially like the Christmas ones. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. Sometimes it's so much fun to look at these, to go through these and look at these. And I certainly did with this one. This was, I actually, I want to know what it was. This was 2015-16. See the little tab at the top? Bree. And that's what those were, but it wouldn't fit. These coils are not big enough. Like this one's even smaller, and now they're a little bit bigger. But, I mean, you think, well, God, the coil would have to be so big. Well, it would, because you're adding stickers. And as you go throughout the year, it gets thicker and thicker and thicker. So that's what that was. And I do want those. I don't want to throw them away. A lot of money. For one thing, this is probably about $1,200 right here in stickers. I know you're like, what? Yeah. Because sticker pages are weekly, a set, and they're anywhere from $12 to $20. So if you do 52 weeks a year, you do the math. That's a lot. This was this year's. Y'all have seen this a lot. I loved this peony one. And I'm going to reorder it because you can do the interchangeable ones. And, but I just went through today and just flipped through it. There's such beautiful color combos. It makes me realize that I am going to go back to some of the same vendors. I do keep it handy because besides what the obvious is that they're pretty, they're also a record of what happened last year. And that can be very, very important. And so besides a beautiful scrapbook and just kind of fun stuff, sometimes it's like when my dad went to the hospital, so I can keep up with, you know, stuff like that, or stuff like that. So this is this year's. Obviously it's very thin because it has like 1 week of stickers in it. I'm very upset that when I got it, I didn't even, I guess because it was, I don't know, I just didn't pay attention. And the coil's the wrong color. I would have never ordered silver. I only like gold. And, you know, I had a silver and gold little paper clip with the glitters, so I'll put a little silver one in for now. But it won't do. Because I'll show you why. I also bought some additional ones, and I showed this in another video, but I'll show you again. And these are just interchangeable covers, man. Yeah, I just don't think it's as pretty when it's not gold. Here's my interchangeable covers. Oh, I thought it was broken. Okay, so that's not broken. That's just for the plastic is covering this one. But this is my llamas, because llamas are exciting. And they're my colors, orange, hot pink, and white. So I love my llamas. And that's just for, I don't know, whenever I feel festive. This is for, I would say spring or summer. Probably more summer, actually. Bloom where you're planted. I just think that's so pretty. And then this probably is more spring. Yeah, I love this. But I think it would look so much better with gold than silver. I just don't think that silver is making that pop like gold would. Anyway. And so for winter, I got this kind of cream and dusty rosy peachy color houndstooth, because it looks like a real pretty sweater, and I thought that'd be pretty for this time of year. So, and then we'll change to spring. We might do some fun stuff in between. Then we'll change to summer, and then I'll probably have a fall or winter one. So anyway, I like to have interchangeable ones, and I'll tell you why. These little guys do break down a little bit. These little teeth, they get worn because you're throwing them in bags, you're throwing them in briefcases, you're carrying them around everywhere, and these eventually fray a little. So I thought, you know, you don't have to have the same cover all year long. You can just do your name and make it interchangeable for all time, because you've got the year at the beginning. Hold on. And this is also, I use the inside cover to bring things from the year forward that I need to work on. And so this was the first layout of this year. And of course it had to look like New Year's. So it's all kinds of gold and black and gold and white, and some little bit of a blush in there as well. So I think it's very, very pretty. Glitter, a lot of glitter. So you can see these glitter pieces. And I like the way blush is mixed in with black and white and gold. It's a little more girly. And the black and white's not so black and white because there's gold glitter, and there is blush glitter. I love the little touches this time of the little chandeliers. Usually people do wine glasses, champagne glasses, Mardi Gras, implying like party down stuff. And I'm not a partier. Really New Year's Eve, I mean this is New Year's Eve right here, and as you can see, I didn't even put the Happy New Year's Eve. I should go find one because I'm sure I have one from previous sets. And by the way, my previous sets are so many now, or little leftover pieces from a set, or one that I ended up not using, but I want to save it for this year. And so they'll keep on book. I've got 3 Chanel boxes when I get my Chanel makeup. One is for spring, summer, one is for fall, winter, and one is for leftovers. And leftovers are anything like, okay, Bree, I don't want to give you a spanking, and I never in a million years would. Do you know what the Queen of England said about her corgis? Okay, so there's certain rules you have to follow to be a royal. And one of them I love. You are never, nobody, including another royal, is allowed to reprimand the corgis. I think she had 6, and then she had 4, and now she's down to 2. But anyway, I don't remember the number, but she adores them, and I can see why. I mean, with all that she has to deal with, and people always put the Queen down and say, "What does she have to deal with? She's rich." She takes her monarch very seriously. She feels that she's doing a duty to God to represent her country, and she is an ambassador of goodwill to other countries, sort of like we would consider ambassadors that travel to other countries on behalf of the United States. There's a lot of people that do it that you go, "Oh my gosh, I wish they wouldn't go," and they'd keep their mouth shut. But I'm sorry, that wasn't very nice. But that is what she does, and after all, it wasn't that long ago that she actually ruled. Or that England ruled. But she's the longest reigning monarch in history. And consecutive and just period. And so she really does deserve your respect for that. It's sort of like the president. If you don't like the president of the United States, the past 8 years of the current one, you still have to respect the office because that's what we do as Americans. So I feel you should do that for other people's countries, whether or not you agree with them. Now, there's some that I have absolutely zero respect for because of the way they treat their nation, and I would not treat them with respect, even the office. I would imagine, though, if you were a diplomat, you would, and you would need to. That's what you do. And, Bree, I don't know where it is, and stop this. Anyway, so the rule is